What a beautiful game I've been playing. I'm just admiring this view. Such a well-composed shot. And I believe this will be the final chapter, the final episode in this saga of the Finch family. I wish we'd stayed. That's interesting. I'm not sure I would have guessed that from her character. You know, from what we've learned of.
But I understand why we left.
Edith. I didn't know she had fond memories of this house. I mean, I guess you can have fond memories of a house. You know, no, actually no, I don't think she had fond memories of the house. I think she wished she'd stayed because she wanted closure for all her relatives, her brothers who died. And I feel like she liked Edie a lot. Wow, didn't even take that box. They left in quite the hurry. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Oh, she's an author too, just like Edie. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Orcus Publishing. They live on Orcus Island, right?
Leaving everything behind.
Wow, she ended up leaving everything behind. Pictures. What? Yeah. She started packing and I was like, no, it's too hard. Yeah, our dad died in an earthquake when the relief efforts turned disastrous. That's just the base of a lamp. Okay, there wasn't anything else to see. Wow, I'm not ready for this game to end, am I?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
What happened the night that they were going to leave?
Maybe you should have come sooner.
Leaving? Is that what happened?
But it
That should have come sooner?
one way or another.
It had to end.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
No, we don't know it yet. Let's find out what happened. Edith can't have died. This isn't... How long after Lewis died did Dawn... Yeah, so after Lewis died, Dawn and Edith moved out. What happened? I have absolutely no idea. No clues what could be awaiting us in this finale, I assume. Wait, did Edie die? When did Edie die? Wow, and we're gonna write it. Okay, I was tempted to look at when Edie died, but I'm just gonna...
That whole last day,
go with it.
Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Edie refused to leave. And I think this is when she died. Okay, I'm gonna hit escape. Edie died in 2010. The same year that Lewis did. Alright, I have a clue as to what's happening now. And through...
the power had been shut off that morning.
Okay, that's why I can't see.
Edie always had plenty of candles.
There wasn't a fire.
When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Ah, up the stairs? But I can't get there? No, I can get there. This is like the final test, right? Oh, this one. Okay, never mind. We've gone through somewhere to get to the library from upstairs, right? No, it was in a memory and we went through that door. Okay. But Edie went through this door. Was what we're learning just now. And,
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Edith came in here so that we could eavesdrop, I see. So that she could eavesdrop. The thing you're afraid of isn't going to leave when you leave the house.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
It's because of the stories.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Wow.
Okay?
Mysteries of Death and the Afterlife. Valball. History of the Finches, the houses, the field of people, the night you were born. Milton and Lewis. Wonder if some of that is Norwegian or something. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Could you get to the ship? Yeah. Absolutely we can. Or Edie could, I should say. And we were born in 99.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Where do I go? Go back, I guess. It's so dark. And we're an old lady. We can't move very quickly here, huh?
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
I gotta pause it. It's beautiful, though. Okay. I'm at 30 frames per second for some reason. Why is that? Okay, now I'm back to 60. It's very strange.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Yeah, never thought the tide would come out, and it was an earthquake.
When the fog rolled in,
Just like the one that killed our dad.
lost my way.
Wow. Yeah, let's turn around so that we also lost our way.
I got turned around.
Oops, that was a horrible mistake.
I started seeing things.
The deer that killed Sam. This hasn't happened yet, though. This is in 1999. Sorry, hold on. Oh, come on, real world. Let me finish this game. Seriously. Okay. My dogs are barking, but that's okay. So yeah, this happened on the night Edith was born. So Sam had not died yet, and her father had not died yet. So like the earthquakes are different, and Sam's still alive.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Things I had forgotten had ever existed.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
This bed you forgot existed, but it felt like an old friend?
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, right, the old house that she lived in before she was 20, right? Because
Or
this...
maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
She died less than a year later.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
There you go. Much less than a year.
After that, we moved around a lot.
The classic, yes.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
I'm trying to play a game here, guys. Come on.
My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Didn't like to talk
but
about
she
the
started
past?
getting sick a lot.
Oh, that's what she didn't like to talk about.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
She could not escape mortality. Does the house just represent mortality?
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Yeah, that's 2016. I memorized her
And then I
death
was
date,
alone.
or death year. How long ago was
Last
that?
Finch left alive.
Till you got pregnant.
Until I found out about you.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Your legacy.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Wow, we are in the womb right now, right? Wow.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
We are what remains of Edith Finch. We don't even get Edie's book? Wow. We didn't even get to see Edie's book, and we'll never know, and the not knowing didn't save us. Can we, as Edith's son, go into the house and read it? Was there nothing else there? Wow. Let's crank these tunes. Milton the artist. So let's see, Lewis the rock star was at top, Milton the artist. Was it Sam was the next? No, the baby Gregory and Gus. Oh yeah, those were kites. And now Gregory. They each have their own light switch, huh? Ah, and this is a rock climbing wall. Up to Dawn's room. I see. Gregory's bath toys. Barbara's acting memorabilia. The kid looking like the monster. That's good. Eduardo Ortiz Frau. An ant farm. The rocket ship. Who liked rockets again? The twin. Sam's twin. I can never remember Sam's twin's names. Walter, right? No, it's not Walter. It's Calvin. I finally got it. Calvin. And speaking of Walter, here we are in Walter's shark room. Eating the canned food in the cave. Molly was the one who liked all the pets. Is that what we're looking at now? The bird cage, like she flew out of her cage of her room. It's really interesting that Molly's mom locked the door at night on her. Or that was a fever dream, wasn't it? Or I don't know. What a sad, strange game. I'm thinking that the curse, like the whole story, is kind of an allegory for all of us. The end. It's our shared experience as humans coming to terms with mortality. So now I can replay a single story by clicking on one of these guys, I guess. Okay. Yeah, wow. Okay, I don't think I need to do this. I think I know all of their stories. Wow. So, like I was saying, I think this is the takeaway I'm getting is this our shared experience as humans. It's about our death. We all die. Our families all die. And yes, it's super sad when people die young, but in the grand scheme of things, 80 years isn't that long either, is it? And, you know, to an 80-year-old, they're hoping to live 20 years longer. So I guess my point is, like, this is all of our family trees. You know, if you go back far enough, or if you zoom out far enough, I should say, right? Like, this is my great-grandparents. This is my great-great-grandparents. We all come from death, and we are the legacy. We're what remains of our family. Huh. Wow. Well, what an experience. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Was there actually a monster? If you stop going wide with it and you stop, relating it to normal mundane life, was there a curse? Was there a monster? Did Molly actually turn into animals? Was Barbara attacked by monsters? Was Walter... Yeah, what actually happened with Walter? Edie was in on it. Like, Edie let her son Walter go down there to save him. And why did Edie... What made Edie think all of this was, like, normal? And why did everyone... I see, these are, like, the same story. Dawn and Edie were the same story. Why? Yeah, the thing I find so messed up about this is no one ever moved on. No one ever found closure. They left the rooms just as they were. They left Gus and Dawn in the room with writing on a chalkboard that said Greg, his to-do list was be a baby. Like, that's messed up. So I guess another takeaway is that this is about how families get in cycles. It's like a cycle of abuse, for example. You relive the same things that your parents lived, and your kids will relive the same things that you lived, because you're all part of a family, because you all are raising the next generation to be like you, basically. Crazy stuff in this game, and I really enjoyed it, and I thank you for staying with it and watching me to the end and listening to me ramble. And I've really enjoyed this music. I hadn't really talked much about it, but yeah, I guess I had a jam session while Sam was peeing. How long did he pee for? A few minutes, huh? Oh, fantastic. And what are the odds? Okay, wait, Walter, did he go crazy at the end of his life? Or was it just coincidence that the train stopped coming for a week, and then when he got out, the train suddenly hit him? Like, is any part of that true? Or is it just he knew when the train was coming, and so his sanity cracked, he pretended, or, like his subconscious played a trick on him that, oh, you're not hearing the train, better go investigate it. But part of him knew that the train was due to come, and that's why he went out of his cellar. Man, there's a lot to unpack. I'm excited to go read Reddit and watch other people play this game and see what everyone else thought. Hope you all take care, and I hope to see you guys soon. Adios.